Raise your hand if you believe Toronto can be a more inclusive and equitable city. Yes. Raise your hand if you believe residents should have a stronger voice in decision-making at City Hall. Yes. Last one. And raise your hand if you are here because you want a city for all and to positively shape the future of Toronto. All right, amazing. All right, you got a little warmed up? Okay. It is so exciting to see you all here on a Saturday morning. Thank you so much for showing up.
That song was called the Bear Song, or the Makwa movement, and it is a song that we sing in the spring as the bears come out of hibernation. The bear for the Anishinaabe Nation is a protector, but it's also a symbol of caretaking and medicine.
So there's a few partners that started back in 2022, and now we have a couple more. And I'm just going to highlight the partners in the room that are part of this core crew. We have folks from TTC Riders, yay! Toronto Environmental Alliance, yay! Toronto Community Benefits Network. Here we go. Progress Toronto, anyone here yet? Not yet. Almost. Soon to be Center for Independent Living Toronto. Woo! And GTA Disability Coalition. So, for those of us back in 2022 that started all of this, we believed that Toronto could be so much better. Just like we all believe that now.
And we are trying to set our sightlines to 2030. What do we all believe this city could actually achieve in 4 years by 2030 that can actually meaningfully address the various crises that we face in Toronto?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Jen. And thank you, Social Planning Toronto, for organizing this event. Thank you to all of you for coming out to make your voices heard, to build a better city for everyone who lives here.
I don't have to tell you, you're living it here, we're all living it together. Toronto is one of the most diverse cities in the country, is the most diverse city in the country. It's also a place where there are some critical urgencies. Jen mentioned 25% of children in this city living in poverty.
But the harder question is whether people are protected before their rents go up, before the notices come, before redevelopment starts moving, and before residents are left responding to decisions.
So how would we actually fund this city? What does it take to make this all happen? We have some ideas. And on your tables, you'll notice we have a sheet that says the whole overview of the platform right at the top there.
Because a lot of the folks who are accessing these sites are unhoused, racialized people who have no other place to go.
Childcare is also unaffordable and inaccessible with thousands of children sitting on our subsidy wait lists.
But we believe that public transit is a right. TTC Riders organizes transit users to take collective action for better transit. And we campaign for fully accessible, affordable, and actually reliable, dignified public transit that connects all Toronto neighborhoods.
What does accountability look like in the places that we live and gather? What does decolonial work look like in our buildings, in our neighborhoods, and our everyday relationships? What relationships within our communities need to be stronger so that we can support one another more fully? And what does it mean to lead with community rather than speaking for or over one another?
Our aim to protect housing affordability, prevent displacement. It answers one central question: how can Mount Dennis remain inclusive, affordable, and vibrant amidst the pressures of development and gentrification?
Support in our neighborhood is like literally walk them to the voting stations.
Sometimes we try to engage with folks and pull back because of who are voting.
So us who are still fighting, that we are able to get a job in the community. Government indicates
That's a good point.
I should have been able to know that I should have to vote for all three.
One of the top things that people found frustrating was accessing recreation programs, particularly for low-income folks.
Imagine, in Toronto we have hundreds and thousands of tenants. Together, we're controlling millions of dollars of income for these corporate landlords. Imagine the power we have if we were fighting together.
When we talk about homelessness, most people think about living in a tent, but I know people who are living in cars, that's homelessness. People incarcerated with no address, that's homelessness. Basement apartments with 1 bedroom and 5 families living in it, that's hardly dignified housing. Couch surfing is homelessness.
I will just go quickly through the affordability pillars. So our vision, our draft vision, is a city that must make life more affordable and lower the cost of living by improving access, in particular, to food, childcare, and city-funded and run services. So the how of this is freezing and reducing the childcare subsidies waitlist. Let's not let it grow anymore, and let's reduce it. Uphold the right to food is also a basic need.
Toronto is a huge contributor to the economy, right? We deserve some of that funding back. And transit is so important for this city that continues to grow. We want to continue to expand the fair pass system. So currently we have a fair pass system where individuals who are lower income can have a lower fare, closer to 20.
And basically, we are interested in advocating with the city for community development plans. Basically, a community development plan is a plan, a tool, so that investment into development is tied with community interest, community priorities.
We have the rates of houselessness for Indigenous people here, especially for Indigenous residential school survivors and their descendants, 60 school survivors, people who have been displaced from their communities. There is, the fact that we have Indigenous people houseless here is really unacceptable.
By 2030, I live in a world where we invest in community care and restorative justice and Indigenous ways of living. Where collectively is valued more than carcerality and punishment, and make people are no longer open up because there's on their own land.
The goal of building climate resilience by bringing neighbors together. Some of what we do is open up local community spaces such as lobby rooms or our local Anglican church, and using those spaces to build a sense of community.
A little bit talk about well-being. So Bree and Ms. Watson shared a little bit about what it means for them in their communities. And so when we're talking about well-being, we're talking about everybody feeling the right, having the right to feel safe and well in our city.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yes, so this individual shared that they hosted a community voter engagement event last election, and a lot of people turned out and then realized that it was a reason why some people don't vote is because they were never asked or even given the opportunity.